Farming Life in Another World Volume 2, Chapter 51, Trading with Beastkins. Result. Immediately after hearing about the migration from Tyr, I began building a house in the residential area with the help of the High Elves. It's a big house where 30 individuals can live. We made private rooms, but most are large rooms that can accommodate 2 to 4 people. We did it like that in consideration that they might get lonely if they are alone in a room. It will still take some time before they get used to this village. 25 individuals migrated. 3 of them are kindergarten children. The oldest is as old as a high school girl, Senna, so she became their representative. There are some migrants that look like junior high schooler, but most of them are at elementary students' age, although I'm a bit uneasy if those girls can live alone on their own. They volunteer on helping with housework, and so far, there is no problem. I'm just thinking, though the Howling Village population is about 500, is it really alright to send 25 individuals out? Won't it be dangerous for them since they sent out a whole generation of females? I talked about it with Senna, but it seems that the migrants are second daughter of crowded family, so the village still has enough females. However, because the migrants are all too young, Senna, as the village chief's daughter, was sent out to advertise that the migration is a great opportunity. The village chief sent his own daughter. However, from an outsider's point of view, they are sent out because they are good for nothing. Senna asked me to take care of her and all the other migrants. So that's how it is. I now understand why Senna was really sad when she first came here. Don't worry, we won't treat you like that here. You are not a good for nothing beastkin, Senna. I know that from the bottom of my heart. Therefore, Senna, you don't need to come to my bedroom. I don't swing that way. Absolutely don't come. I already told you so. Why are you still in my bedroom? Did the door just closed by itself? Why can't I open it? I don't remember making it able to be locked outside. It is rude to not lay hand on a woman who already resolved herself. For the sake of Howling Village, please accept me. I don't get that last line. This is completely different from my previous world, or at least really different from Japan. There are no noticeable problems with the migrants from Howling Village. They are fully motivated to work and demand work if they are not doing anything. I received that report from the person in charge of the migrants, Ramurias. Did they experience any major problem? TN. Ramurias talks about problems with the migrants while MC is asking about problems of the migrants. There is. Since they are young children, they cried upon seeing Zabuton's spiderlings. And peed upon seeing the Kuros. Those are the major problems. I might seem bad, but I value the Kuros and the spiderlings more than them. They should get used to them. By the way, since the beast boys are small, the beast girls are taking care of them, thinking about the future. I think that's good. I would like you to become an Isan lover by all means. The things we bartered from the Howling Village: iron cooking utensils, kitchen knife, frying pan, large pan, small pot, etc. Cooking will be easier now. The Unis and I are pleased. Silverware, knife, fork, spoon, flat plate, deep bowl, cup, glass, and so on. Because of their luxurious appearance, we put them at the inn for guest use. A part of them is already dedicated to Dream Glass Bottle. They will play an active part in storing seasoning and medicines, though they brought back a number of it. The person who wanted them took most of it and ran at once. It's a good thing that I managed to take 5 to store seasonings. Others: hatchet, axe, candle, needle, yarn, leather, accessories, etc. Hatchet and axe are given to the elves and Unis since they are using carved stones made by me. Candle: though magic can be used to light things up, candles are important, especially for me who can't use magic. Though I said that they are candles, I thought it is made of wax, but the thing before me is different. It seems like the raw material is some sort of tree. I'll be the one who'll use this. Zabuton took the needle, yarn, and leather. She insisted on being in charge of weaving. I am grateful. Accessories are small boxes, bags, leather belts, and so on. The person who likes one took one for themselves. Currently, there are no currencies in the village, though we can barter. The only personal things each of the villagers owned are the things they brought here. All crops are shared equally. When the population increases more, Should I review this issue? I consulted others and this is what they all said. Everything here belongs to husband village chief, so do what you want. Is that the normal way of thinking? Chapter 52 Tax Collection. Before winter, Beazle came to collect tax. Somehow, he looks tired. Is he alright? For the time being, I guide him towards the warehouse where the divided part of the crops for tax is. Is this everything? Our agreement is 10%, but since we harvest many times a year, I am unsure of the total volume of our harvest. Though I am willing to pay the exact amount, it is hard to calculate our harvest since we can't even harvest everything in one day. That said, I paid no attention to it. That said, I decided to hand over 30% of harvested crops of our latest harvest. The apples are in a different location. We don't put them together here since the fruits might get ruined. Apple? Is it the fruit I received before? Yes, that's apple. Be careful on your way home. But why are you alone? Can you carry all of these back? Although it is only 30% of our latest harvest, because we increased the number of fields, it is a considerable amount. It can fill a warehouse of about 8 tatami mats. That amount is not something one person can carry. Don't worry. I have a carpet. When Beazle clapped his hands, a huge carpet appeared. It's a flying carpet. With this, I can carry them back home. I see. I can't let him load the tax on his carpet, so I asked the lizardman to do it. Meanwhile, Beazle and I had a light meal. Tyr instructed me to do so to collect information. Anything happened recently? I don't have any intelligence gathering skills, so I asked him a casual question. The war with humans is currently in a stalemate, but the most troublesome thing is the hero rampaging in various places. I expected to hear some light information, but why is it that I heard something heavy? The humans and demons are at war? Really? There's a demon king, and there's a hero. Hey. Is that so? So that's why you look tired. Ha ha ha. A problem occurred just before I came here. Problem. I think it is better not to ask more about it. Let's change the topic. I can't think of anything else. It seems like Beazle saw through me and changed the topic himself. By the way, though we already received your tax, I would like to buy some crops using money. Money? Yes. The apple I got earlier is really popular and I'm sure the other crops are the same. Even this food that I'm eating is delicious. Though it might only be a social etiquette, I'm still happy that the things from here are praised. It seems like my face unintentionally gave out my emotion. Beazle-san, drink more wine. Eh? Ah, no. Please don't hold back. Ha 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 ha. You could say that I'm easy. It became a banquet and Beazle was only able to go home the next day. Demon King's Castle. Beazle, you just returned? How was it? Who are you again? Ah, I remember now. You are Andon of the 4 Heavenly Kings who supposed to go to that village last time but escaped. Ah, that is, some emergency work came up. The hero appeared on the west. It's not a lie. Look, this is the report. Phew. Don't look at me like that. My bad. So, how was it? How what? The village. Is the great demon spider there? Ha 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 ha, I confirmed it. There is no great demon spider there. Oh, is that so? I knew it. That guy is not something you can just find anywhere. The great demon spider is a large spider whose total length exceeds 20 meters. HNNN? I know that. Do you know what will happen if the great demon spider grows further? Eh? It's not in its final form yet. When the great demon spider grows further, it becomes illegal demon spider. Illegal? TN. Neopnus level. So strong that its power level is illegal. Yes, upon becoming illegal, the large spider shrinks a lot. It will be about 2 to 3 meters. Don't say, it is there. And has a lot of spiderlings. Why you mean? It built a happy family there. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. I will resign after all. Thank you for all your help. You will not escape. I will not let you escape no matter what. Chapter 53 Disturbance in the Forest. Upon learning about the Beast Boys, I was overwhelmed by the fact that I'm the only one who can't use magic. Eh? Seriously? To me, the Beast Boys are normal kindergartner. They are at the learning age and still unable to cast magic. The beast women are able to use magic, so they will surely be able to use it too when they grow up. I'm the only one who can't use it, huh? Are you going to study magic too? Lu already told me that I have no talent in magic. She said before that to be able to cast a small fire, I have to strive for a decade. Is normal for someone to be able to use magic? Sort of. All angels and vampires can use magic. Tyr answers my question. Almost all high elves can cast magic too. If one can't use it, living in the forest will be more troublesome. I nod after hearing Rhea's answer. Certainly, without magic, it will surely be hard to live in the forest. Many of the Unis are good with fire and water magic. We lizardmen are good with water magic. On the contrary, we are envious with the Unis who can master both fire and water magic. No, we are not your match in terms of water magic, and I also think that specializing one art is better. Anne and Dagger praise each other's magical capability. Moo. So it is normal for someone to be able to cast magic. Aono. I heard that there are only a few among the beastkins that are good at magic, but all of you who came here can use magic, right? Because of the environment of the village, it will be troublesome if we can't, since it will mean a lot if we can or can't use the forge. I see. You are similar to the high elves. Are you forced to learn it? I have the AFT. This is similar to magic. It's not good to desire what you are not capable of. Let's just do our best in the things that we can do. Later, I saw Kuro and Zubaton using magic. The bees too. Slimes. You too? My allies are the cows and the chickens. You won't betray me, right? I'm begging you. I ask of you. During my free time, I decided to study magic a little. At a later date, I heard that among humans, only 1 out of 100 can use magic. It made me feel relaxed a little. I should have not looked from above. It made me feel relieved looking from the bottom. I'll do my best to study magic. Just before winter, a big disaster occurred in the forest. A big roar rose from a place a bit far away from the village. Is it some sort of gas explosion? It seems like several continuous explosion occurs after. The tremor can even be felt in our village. I saw someone panicking like me, so I felt a little relieved. What is this vibration? Grappler bear? Grappler bear? So it's a monster that looks like a bear. The first time I came here, I already thought that there would be bears, but I have forgotten about it since I never encountered one. However, we can feel the tremor here even though it's just moving around. It might be fighting against someone. Fighting? With whom? The only one that has the ability to fight a grappler bear head on is a bloody viper. It is almost winter, so they are probably fighting for food before hibernating. I see. Viper. A snake. Both of them are seriously fighting. How big is a grappler bear and bloody viper? Grappler bear is about 5 to 6 meters while the bloody viper is about 1 meter in diameter and has an average length of 20 meters. When Rhea is answering my questions, Gran Maria arrived. A grappler bear and a bloody viper are fighting in the north. What should we do? Even if you ask me that, the grappler bear and bloody viper, are they delicious? I haven't tasted any of them yet. After Gran Maria answer my question, I looked at Rhea. I haven't tasted them either, but considering they are treating each other as food, I think they are edible. After hearing Rhea, I nod. Indeed, they are probably edible. Then, let's hunt them. It will be a problem if they come to this village and damage something. I took out the AFT and looked at the direction where the battle was happening. Far. Gran Maria, can you carry me to the place where those two are? I can, but are we going with just the two of us? Yeah. Is there a problem? No. I understand. I will do my utmost for this endeavor. Rhea, can you call some to follow us on foot? Affirmative. I will do it right away. You don't have to hurry. They will only carry the carcass. Only to carry the carcass? Yeah, it is pointless to hunt them if we can't carry them back. I can carry one myself, but it will be troublesome to carry two. Is that so? Gran Maria, let's go. Yes. Gran Maria grabbed me from behind and lifted me up in the sky. We headed in the direction where the commotion is. Though it looks like a decisive battle of monsters, it immediately ended after I swung the AFT on their neck. AFT is really useful. The forest here is destroyed. Yes, it should remain a forest. Nature is important. I plowed the ground until Rhea's group arrive. I wonder if my plowing speed has increased. I'm done even before Ria's group arrive. Jar, I'll bring back the big bear first. Tell Ria and the rest to take the snake home. Why yes, I understand. I asked Gran Maria to guard the snake and decided to go ahead. So, which is the way back? Good thing I saw the incoming Kuros and Kudel. I had the Kuros guide me and left Kudel with Gran Maria. Kudel, the grappler bear and bloody viper, are they weak monsters? According to my memory, no. Right. Were they defeated easily? In an instant. As expected of dear Sama's husband. If he's not like that, Lula, she probably won't even look at him. I turned the AFT into its hook form so I didn't get tired even though the distance is quite far. It took me 2 days to return to the village. I might have asked Ria's group something inexcusable. After arriving at the village, I went back to help Ria's group. Thinking about it, wouldn't it have been better if I cut them finally then have the angels transport them? Bear meat. I tried it. It's not bad. It's not bad. But smelly. Though it is edible, it consumes a lot of spices. Snake meat. I need some courage first before tasting it, but it is not bad. It has a light taste. If you don't know that it's a snake, you probably mistook it for chicken. Because it tastes like chicken, I tried cooking it to a carriage. The villagers fight over it. Next time, let's take the snake alone. Don't say that. Zabatondono was pleased with the grappler bear's fur. The meat is also popular with the Kuros. For some reason, I was urged to hunt bears. I'll hunt it if I meet it. The lizardman's egg hatched. The newly hatched hatchlings are swimming energetically. Do they really hatch before winter? Does it mean that lizardmen don't hibernate? Probably. It seems like the reason why they hatch before winter is because the strong monsters are hibernating during that period. Even if food is difficult to obtain during that time, are they a race that lived in a dangerous environment that they choose to run away from the enemy? In any case, I want them to grow up energetically because they are born in this village. Chapter 54. Studying geography during winter. Winter has come. We have no food problem this year. Because of that, I'm focusing on either my side job or studying. My side job is making small things made of woods and stones. As for studying, it is mostly about magic or the geography of the surrounding area. Besides magic, I'm really interested in this place's geography. After conversing with the Demon King's envoy Bezel and Gulf of the Howling Village, I feel embarrassed that I know nothing about the surrounding places. Presently, our village is like in the center of a huge basin. The forest that stretches through this entire basin is called the Forest of Death. The size of the Forest of Death. The others are not too sure too, but the High Elves say that it will take them 1 month to cross from one end to the other. If their goal is just to cross it and won't carry anything, they said that they can cross it in half month. However, thinking about the Gulf's group of beastkins, they took them 1 month to come to this village from the foot of the West Mountain. What should I consider as the standard? By the way, it seems like the angels can cross over it at the sky within half a day. It seems like Doraem's nest is in the mountain range on the south of the Forest of Death. It is called Mountain of Dragons because the dragons live there. It is a peaceful place, so there are those who chose to use that place as a pass. Beyond the Mountain of Dragons is another forest called Iron Forest. Beyond the Iron Forest, further down south, Doraem said that there was a sea. I heard that there is a human town near the sea, so I would like to go there for some shopping. It seems like the Demon King's castle and Castle Town is beyond the western mountain of the Forest of Death. Castle Town is usually the capital city of a country, territory. It is also usually named after the country, territory. It seems to be a lively place. Should I talk to Bezel about me visiting the place? It seems like the Demon King's territory spread like a circle around the castle. The human town in the south and the human town in the east are part of the Demon King's territory. Seeing how the Demon King's territory spreads up to the castle on the west to the town on the east, it is obvious that the Forest of Death is under the Demon King's sphere of influence. Had he left it unattended because nobody had lived in this place until now? They are currently at war with the human kingdom on the west side of the Demon King's sphere of influence. They are fighting against the kingdom of Full Heart. Since they are located on the west side of the Demon King's castle, I think that the possibility of this village being involved in that war is low. By the way, the Demon King's territory is the Demon King's kingdom. It is named after the present Demon King, so it is called Demon King Gulguld's country. TN. Below is the image of the Demon King. I can't find a high resolution image, so I don't know if I spelled his name correctly. From the village's point of view, the Howling Village is on the mountain in the east. Across that mountain is a human village called Tarot Village. Both of those villages are part of the Demon King's territory. Why? But it seems like both villages doesn't have demons. It seems like there are also small villages around Howling and Tarot Village, but nobody knows the details. Even though the Beastkin Senna heard about those villages from the villagers of Howling Village, they only trade with them, so she doesn't know any details. There seemed to be something conspicuous in the mountain in the north and the mountain beyond that. It is said that nobody can travel to that place during winter and will be difficult to thread to even during summer. There are rumors that something dangerous is sealed in that place since the ancient times, but nobody knows the truth. Please stay as a rumor. By the way, if one wants to go to the Howling Village in the east from the Demon King's castle, they would have to head south, travel along the coast, then go north. I thought that that was one hell of a detour. It seems like nobody would like to pass through the Forest of Death, or the Mountain of Dragons, or even the Iron Forest. What are they being cautious of? Lou, Tyr, and Flora managed to come here alone. Even the Unnies and the Lizardmen successfully came here too. Where was Rhea's village located? It is located to a place beyond the mountain northwest from here. It is in the forest north of the Demon King's castle. Where did Lou came from? Galbart Kingdom. It is a country north of Full Heart Kingdom. I was living there alone before until the humans came. I will not ask for your rage. That's very wise of you. Tyr and the other angels came from further north of the Galbart Kingdom. That's right. However, angels are usually working independently. We are only using that place to communicate with each other. Angels are famous and they are a mysterious race. There was a time that they became a subject of worship. Those people worship us by themselves. We did not ask them to do so. I also heard that you are collecting donations. We also need to have a proper life. It seems like they have it hard. Anyway, I now have a rough understanding of names of places. Right. Please do your best to remember them. I studied continuously during winter. Something special happened during winter. Even though it is cold, a dwarf came. I think that it is an exaggeration to call this place Forest of Death. One can come and go as they please. I heard there is a good wine here. Will you let me drink some? As long as you pay for it. It was Rhea who received him. This is bad. I don't have money. However, I have knowledge. You're a blacksmith? No, I'm a wine brewer. So the compensation of drinking wine is a method of making wine? From what I heard, the wine you make here is made of grapes. I know a method to make wine from something else other than grapes. The dwarf grins. If the wine here is delicious, I'll even consider settling here. Good. I'll accept your challenge. Give this person wine. The number of residents increased by 1. I can't find the right words to say. Is it no good? No, that's not it. Then, there is no problem. Please stay in this winter. There will be a welcome party tonight. The preparations are ongoing. Please greet the village chief immediately as soon as it starts. Affirmative. During winter, there are few events, so the residents did not miss this opportunity to drink. Things that started this winter. It is warm inside but cold outside the house, so I don't want to go out as much as possible. The others think so too, so everyone is doing something indoors. Silence. As expected, it is difficult to continue playing just those all this time. Everyone is playing the thing I made before, chess and reversi. But now, everyone is participating in the new mini bowling I made. It's not easy to make it straight. Why can't I hit that pin? Q. There were 3 left. I neither know the lane size nor the pin size. I made them smaller than what I remember since the indoor space for playing is limited. I made a wooden lane with 1 meter in width and 10 meters in length. The pins are made of wood too. I made them from tree branches. What's the point of knocking them down? With that simple question, I carved faces on the pins and made them look like an evil person. It won't be good if all of them looks the same, so I changed each and put some identity. The ball is a curved stone sphere. Because it is difficult to make a hole that one can put their fingers to, I made it into the size of a softball to make it easier to roll. Though my goal is to have them do some light exercise, it is good that the villagers love it. I can't knock down that murderer on the right no matter what I do. I think hitting the pyromaniac on the left is more difficult. I almost hit them all if not for that fraudster. It was so popular that I made 6 lanes this winter. We should make a dedicated building for this. It was decided that when the spring comes, a new building will be created in the pretext of recreation hall. By the way, the mini bowling is not the only thing I made. The first thing I made is darts. I made a target, then I thought about the things that need to be thrown. After thinking about it, I made knives. Rather than darts, I think we should call it knife throw. I tried throwing it but it only scratches the wall. I got fired up and continued but it was useless. I took some rest and during that time, the high elves said that they wanted to try. They hit it continuously. There's no problem even if the distance is further. Well, they were living in the forest, so I guess they will not able to live that long if they can't do that much. The Unis also tried and they also hit it continuously. Why not make the target a humanoid? It will be a good practice. The lizardmen also hit it continuously. We're better using spears compared to knife. I almost didn't hit the center. My heart broke down when I saw a drunk dwarf hit it. Because of that event, I made the mini bowling but I was not able to escape. My score in mini bowling is low. Village chief. Make more ball. Make a new banded pin please. Make a monster series first. Currently, I am devoted to making tools. Perhaps this is my escape. Chapter 55. Dwarf. The name of the dwarf who came to the village is Donovan. He is not an ordinary dwarf but an elder dwarf. That said, I don't know the difference. He had a barrel-like body figure like in the story I heard. Bulky hand and feet and thick beards. His height is about the same as mine but because he has a big face, he looks small. By the way, this Donovan is a male. I'll say it again, he's a male. Furthermore, an adult. Yes, he's an adult. In short, this village's long-awaited adult male. A female without beard is. I am not a Lilican. The cultural barrier is thicker than expected. For the time being, let's make wine using barley and corn from this place. The crops here are good so it will definitely be a good wine. I see. Then, is it better to increase the production material volume? Yes, at least twice as many. No, twice then double. I agree. I looked at how Rhea consults Donovan. Is it really good to expand the field that much? I think they are only thinking of increasing the production of wine. You geese are also the one who asked me to increase the vineyard for wine production. Okay, I'll expand it. You don't need to pressure me. This is amazing. Yoon, delicious. Good. Cooking research is done by the Unis and I also work with them from time to time. Though I said that it is a cooking research, we're just reproducing the food from my previous world. This time, I recall something about wine simmering. To be honest, I don't know anything about cooking. It's a trial and error research. I just boiled something with wine. While boiling meat with wine, I seasoned with onions and others to add some flavor. Rough, but I think the end product isn't bad. The review of the others is not bad either, but thinking that the consumption of wine will further increase, I became anxious and lost my appetite. I feel like the obsession with alcohol of the villagers is too strong. After that, I decided to make the wine simmering dish a luxurious dish that can only be served to guests. The spring has come. As usual, I plowed the field. I am requested to expand the field for barley, corn, and even the vineyard. Because of that, I expanded the field size. I am now accustomed to plowing, so I plowed faster than ever. Even so, it still took me 20 days. From the former 256 fields, 16 by 16, it is now 512, 16 by 32 fields. I extended it to the south. Moving to the edge has really become troublesome. I mean, from edge to edge, it's a whole 1,600 meters. I'll just think of it as a good exercise. The vineyard is now 128 fields compared to the previous 64. Barley and corn fields for wine are 32 fields each. The rest are various crops. A notable point is that I greatly increased the sesame field. It is because I recalled that I can use sesame to make oil. Presently, our oils came from rapeseeds and olives, but I think that it would be good if we have different kinds of oils. Plowing the field is something only I can do since it needs the AFT. The others do the other job. The Kuros hunt in the forest. I'm worried that the rabbits in the forest will be extinct. The spiders and making clothes. A new design has come out. The High Elves are repairing buildings that are damaged during winter. They are also building Donovan's house and the recreational hall. They are also building Dirame's villa. The woods used to construct all of those buildings are from the deforested area from the field expansion. The trees around here are difficult to cut down and process, but it's a good thing that I have the AFT. The Unnies are cooking and cleaning the houses and the streets as usual. It seems like dirt has accumulated during winter. The lizardmen are taking care of the cows and chicken as well as maintaining the waterways. The beastkins are processing the crops, threshing, milling, oil extraction, sugar making, salt making, etc. The dwarves are making wine.